morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is, wherever you are. My name's Katie O, and this is Moon Mama Musings. Welcome back to my living room for another Astrology Peephole. For today, the 19th of August, 2021, we are in a waxing gibbous moon in the sign of Capricorn. And we are currently in the shadow of the full moon in Aquarius, which is big deal. The second full moon of this month, of this Leo season, of not of this month, of this Leo season. It's been a ride, my friends, and it's like now it's not just this madness; it's actually kind of fun. We're finally seeing the beauty of the roller coaster and stopping. We're not screaming so much out of pure terror, but we are screaming out of delight and glee and excitement and unexpected surprises. It's quite exciting. I don't know about you guys, but there's lots of crazy bubbly energy happening right now. It's uncanny. I feel this like it's like static. I don't know about you guys, but there's static in it, but not static like no motion, static like static electricity, like running on the carpet with your socks and going to zap your sister, you know, like that kind of stuff. It's almost like pesky, fun, playful energy. It's so pesky and fun and playful that I started making notes, and they were just like, don't bother, go and wing it. So here I am, gonna kind of wing the astrology, my dears. Let's talk about this. So we've got a lot... Seriously, it's like the luckiest day I have ever seen in my observances of astrology. I'm absolutely, I'm amazed at the, sorry, it's late in the day, later than I usually make my Peephole videos, and the mosquitoes have just come out, so maybe insects are bothering you too. Either way, I've never seen like this collection of just like pure excitement. Like basically, it's like, it's a bunch of trines, and then Jupiter comes to play. It's mad. Okay, so yesterday we talked a little bit about how Mars and Mercury are in a conjunction, right? And I talked about it a little bit in the last Astro Peephole, played with it a little bit with some of the other aspects. But we're in the 1 degree, we're in the actual direct energy of these two. And we talked about it a little bit where it's like this Mercury is exalted in the sign of Virgo, which means that it's at home. It feels great. It does great. Like it works really well there. Our communication is analytical and thought out in the right way. Our intellect, our minds are really, really sharp right now. Yeah. And they are, it's right there beside Mars in Virgo. Now, Mars in Virgo can be a little bit, maybe we're overthinking a little bit sometimes when we're in a too hasty a representation of it, but it does have it's a connotation of very calculated action, like thinking things through before you just like go and take them, you know. It's less, it's slower energy. It's more of Knight of Pentacles versus Knight of Swords, yeah. These guys are hanging out together, all right? So a quick wit with calculated action, like a smart, calculated, analytical, smart, all the braininess with this like ability to use that to move forward in a very creative, or not, well, maybe creative, creative relative to what we were doing before. We've been in very stuck, slow energy. So this feels very creative, very flamboyant, very boisterous, very expansive, right? This whole aspect itself is a very expansive Jupiter-y kind of energy. So that's in the 1 degree today still. This is pretty hardcore energy right now. I talked about it a couple of days ago, but it's been in effect mostly yesterday and today in accordance with this Capricorn moon, really. So I wanted to just remind you guys of that. So with that said, that little party there, that little nice bit is making a trine with the moon. Yeah. Which is also making a trine with Uranus. All kinds of trines. Trines are lucky, expansive energies. So these aspects are all creating this perfect synchronicity. It's almost like the orchestra of the gods is just finally coming into tune. It's like it's all the pieces are falling into place. And you might not see it as that, because Uranus energy is still involved in this, right? Uranus is going retrograde tomorrow, which means that we get a break. But it's almost like maybe it's going to take one last little opportunity to knock your socks off. Maybe you're going to be really, really surprised. Look, we talked about this yesterday. This is super conducive energy. It's really lucky energy. It's like the stars are literally aligned for you to take chances on things. So this is further that your willingness to take chances in things is actually bringing opportunities to you. It's bringing these lucky opportunities. It's like law of attraction stuff, big time. It's master manifestor stuff, big time. It's believing that you can have something and it actually coming true. Literally wishing something into existence. This is very much what this energy is all about. My friends, this is gifts. This is being showered with gifts. The universe is just like singing the you song. Seriously, like they didn't pull it, like they pull it all the stops. Like the percussion section has like 32 people in it, and that's just percussion. All right, like literally, they really have pulled out all the stops. Okay, we are celebrating this. This is the universe is just like, you've worked so damn hard. Here you go. And like I said, some of these things, like Uranus energy is still in play. It's still direct. It still can feel like it's a bit of kick in the face. Yeah, some of you guys might still be kind of wrapping up the last loose ends of karma, and you might still be having slightly unpleasant surprises. But I'm feeling like the most of you, or maybe you're having several surprises, and you might have one that's not so fun, and the rest of them are really great. Like today, I had a really great day, but I ran out of gas on my bike again because I'm a ding dong, and sometimes I drive around and forget to put gas in it and just get stuck in stupid places because I'm that much of a space cadet. Oh well, whatever. All right, what else have we got here? We've got Venus making a trine with Black Moon Lilith. This is fucking fantastic, too. Black Moon Lilith is in retrograde in the sign of, what did I say? Gemini, which is really great because Black Moon Lilith is all about the things we're ashamed of, the things we've been persecuted for, the things we've been laughed at for, sent away for, broken up with, or like all of those things that you think are part of your personality that make you unlovable, right? All of those things. Well, in a trine with Venus, again, lucky, expensive energy. Oh boy, let's throw more luck into the mix because we haven't had enough of that. This is in a trine with Venus, and Venus is beautifully exalted in her home sign of Libra, where she's just like, I am ready to balance the scales where it comes to relationships, beauties, creativity, love, money, abundance, you name it, Venusian energy. This is Risa from Star Trek, or from the Star Trek universe. Risa is the planet that people go to like chill the hell out, and they can do whatever they want. They can be sexually promiscuous. They can go on adventures. They can do whatever. Risa is paradise. It's the choose your own adventure novel of the galaxy. Like, this is good stuff. This energy right here is, yeah, you might have been ashamed of this stuff before. Maybe you like I said, maybe you're a dude that when you were a kid loved to dance and everyone said little boys don't dance, right? And you're finally dancing, and it's like freeing you, you know, like you're like, I don't care anymore about how I used to feel ashamed about this thing because it is me. It's like my true exalted self, right? It's like with Venus in Libra, anything that Venus is doing right now, she is Midas. Like, she is just literally Midas. She's anything she comes near touches turns to gold, my darlings. So even the things that you were once ashamed of, that you were once feeling uncomfortable with, are now becoming this beautiful, it's like it used to be a beast that followed you around, and you've slayed it, and you've taken its skull and made a cool hat. You know what I mean? It's really good vibes. It's really good stuff, guys. Black Moon Lilith can be a very challenging energy, but when she's in retrograde, right? She doesn't beat up on herself so much. She doesn't like take all that crap seriously, you know? She doesn't listen to she doesn't believe the hype. She is Flava Flav, okay? Maybe she wears a clock around her neck too. Maybe we're usually super impatient, and this is something's going on right here that's just making us go like, I know this is for me. I can wait. I got all day. Got nowhere better to be. Last but not least, we have the sun. I'm going to close this book because I literally didn't even bother writing anything. Not that I paid attention to the notes that I wrote for the other things, but whatever. The sun is in opposition to Jupiter. Again, let's just like throw some more luck and expansion in here because we haven't had enough with all of the trines. My God. An opposition is a tug of war, right? But Jupiter, Jupiter doesn't play tug of war. We've talked about this before. Even when Jupiter is in an opposition, they're still just like, well, let's screw tug of war and make a tire swing out of this rope. You know, like that's the idea. And especially with this recent, Jupiter is in retrograde, right? But it started off in the sign of Pisces where it was like, oh, I'm gonna like drink green juices and everything's gonna be fabulous. False healing, But once Jupiter moved into the sign of Aquarius, it kind of went, wait a minute, maybe I was looking at this a little bit too idealistically, and now I'm just going to get back grounded about it and figure out what works for me. It's about being innovative, but being innovative in a how is this going to benefit? Like, how can I take my beautiful uniqueness with Aquarius energy and throw it into the way that my life is changing around me? Like, yeah, it's almost like the energy of like, stuff is going on, yes, but I'm gonna just let it happen and I'm going to adapt as it comes. Which is, and I mean, with the sun is in opposition to Jupiter, right? The sun can be about our ego, and we're in Leo season right now. So yes, it's a heart-spaced, but it's the lion, it's courage, it's strength, it's all of those beautiful things. It's self-assurance, it's self-worth, it's good stuff. But, if we don't keep it in check, it can get cocky. It can get ego-y, So I feel like this is like more luck expansion, more like fun, interesting energy that helps us kind of push and pull our ego in the right way. Yeah. Either way, we are up to our eyeballs in good luck right now. So, I mean, this is a great energy for the unexpected to happen. So have you been feeling like you've been needing a change up? I think it's coming, my loves. All right, I'm going to pull for you guys 3 of my homemade little mini cards here for some advice for today. Right, tidy up, and hermit. Okay, so I'm hearing that you've been in a real hermit phase recently. I have been too, so don't worry. You've really been retreated from the world, but you were doing it with purpose. This wasn't just like hiding from the universe because they were hiding from the world because you're like, no, this was like, all right, I recognize that in the headspace that I'm in right now, I'm really better off to just pull away from certain, if not all people, so that I can find my common ground without distractions. It's like needing to go into a vacuum a little bit to just like come back to level. Hermiting. It was a really well placed hermit, but they're saying that it's time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap up this hermit phase. Whatever it is that you're working on, finish your notes, right? Finish your notes about whatever it is that you're working on right now. Yeah. Keep on auto writing, keep on doing all that beautiful stuff. Yeah, you're doing great. It's wonderful. But wrap it up. Wrap it up. Come to the conclusion now. I'm hearing. It's like I'm hearing like when you're in English class in high school and they've given you some composition to write and they're saying like you bring it to, you start writing it and you bring it to your teacher to proofread and they're like, okay, look, see this paragraph here? You probably could have cut it. You could probably cut this like 20 line paragraph down to about 6 lines. So like wrap it up sooner. Just like tidy this up, and just like bring it up to a nice conclusion faster. You're capable of doing it. You know how to do that too. There's something really clear about this that you like in your hermit phase, you realize that maybe there was some way that you were holding yourself back. And now you're realizing as you come to terms with the fact that you have done that and you're forgiving yourself for holding yourself back in that way, well, maybe you're actually realizing a course of action that needs to be taken now. And you're not quite ready to do it yet. You're moving towards it, but like they're saying, they're going, take your time. We know that you have to heal in your own time, but like, like, it's like I'm seeing Julia Roberts, when she goes like, okay, stick man, and in the what was it? It was the Oscars, and she was doing her speech, and the band was starting to play, and she like kind of was like, give me a second, I just won an Oscar, like give me a second to fucking revel in this. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just like, oh my God, I'm finally getting all of my gifts. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. They're like, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Like, we're great. We're happy that you're grateful, but like, it's time to move on now. We got someone else we have to give a trophy to. Whatever that may be for you. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Instagram for a live for the moon transit to Aquarius and Uranus going retrograde in the sign of Taurus tomorrow. That will be the 20th of August, 2021. Tomorrow, I feel, is really we're done with the residual effects of the Lion's Gate. Now we're actually understanding the luck that came through. Maybe that's what all this is all about. Interesting. Don't you love it when they just like give you revelations like right at the most opportune times while I'm literally filming it? Anyway, I'm gonna have to go think about that for tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm sorry for anything you're going through if I've made you feel a certain way. Thank you so much for being a beautiful, 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 gorgeous, glorious human being, or whatever you identify as, and lending your energy to this circuit that I hold so dear to me. I love you to the moon and the sun and the stars and to infinity and beyond and back, and I accept this, and I hope you do too. But if not, that's totally cool. Catch you on the next one. Bye, friends.